What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my new episode of Joe Winko Talk. So, what I'm going to be talking about in this video, well, there's actually a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to be talking about in this video, but first, there's a new series coming to MTV, and it's called Scream. It's like a series. It's based off the Scream movies with Neve Campbell, but now it's a series. And I don't think Neve Campbell's going to be in it at all. But we don't really know much about it yet, but it's going to be airing on June 30th, 2015. And what day is June 30th? Is that a Friday or Saturday? Oh, it's a Tuesday. Okay, so I'll be able to catch it. I never work Tuesdays at all, and I'll be out of school by then. So June 30th, 2015, I'm excited for it. And, now here's what we do know. I have the wiki page loaded up right now, and it says, the pilot starts with pilot is the first episode, just in case you guys don't know. The pilot starts with a YouTube video going viral, which soon leads to problems for American teenager, Audrey, and seemingly serves as the catalyst for a murder that opens up a window to the small town of Lakewood's troubled past. Okay, Lakewood. That doesn't sound like the neighborhood from Scream. The neighborhood from Scream was called Woodsboro? Was it Woodbury? No, Woodsboro. Woodbury was the town in Walking Dead. Woodsboro is the town in Scream. Okay, I'll have to remember that. So, now I was looking at the cast, and so far, it seems like it's just a bunch of nobodies that I never heard of before. But you guys have to remember, when I call someone a nobody, you have to remember that I kind of live under a rock, so don't take my word for that. And, but there is one star who I recognize. Okay, so I was reading the casting section, and I hope she's still going to be in it. I don't know why they don't have her listed in the casting list. But here's what it says. On December 11th, 2014, it was revealed that Bella Thorne will be part of the cast. The actress confirmed this during the interview, saying, "Yes, it's true. I will reenact the famous scene of Drew Barrymore in the original series." Oh, this is going to be so awesome. I love Bella Thorne. For those of you guys who don't know who she is, she's the girl who played on Shake It Up. I actually kind of like that show, Shake It Up. It's a Disney Channel show from 2010. I watch reruns of it on Netflix, though, every now and then. The only reason why I like that show so much is because how it focuses on the friendship between the two girls and how close they are as friends, and it makes me a little sad because I never had that. Well, I did with Mario, but we're getting off topic. She's gonna be in the Scream series. And, yeah, and she's going to be playing the part that Drew Barrymore played, so I think she's going to get killed off first, so that's going to be kind of disturbing to watch. But, oh well, it's just a movie. It's fiction. She's not going to die in real life. But I'm still excited for it. So, yeah. And also, I was, going on this site called Stumble Upon. It's like this site that, like, flashes you a bunch of random stuff, like random web pages that you can read about, because I was trying to look for ideals for Joe Winko Talk, because I couldn't think of anything at the time. And you know, I came across some pretty creepy stuff, because I think I put like my interest I put creepy stuff, I think. And hell yeah, they're showing me creepy stuff. They weren't kidding when they told me they were. So this is the stuff I found. Okay, first, black-eyed children. So, I don't know who the hell typed this. It's an article on a on Wikipedia, and it's kind of stupid. I don't know. Probably someone was on drugs when they typed this, but black-eyed children, or black-eyed kids, is an urban legend of supposed paranormal creatures that resemble children between the ages of 6 and 16. With pale white skin and black eyes, who are reportedly seen hitchhiking or panhandling, or are encountered on doorsteps of residential homes. Tales of black-eyed children have appeared in pulp culture since the late 1980s. Okay, that's what it says. I'm not going to read the whole entire page. But you know, that does sound weird, but you know, after reading that, I feel inspired for some reason. I want to make I think I might make a video about black-eyed children who are dangerous and want to kill everyone, but everyone likes them because they're so nice, and that's how deadly they are. Alright, just a piece of my creepy imagination. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't need to hear that. Okay, so there was also another thing it showed me. Now, it came up with an article on Hinterkaifeck Farm. Or Hinterkaifeck Farm. I don't know how the hell to pronounce it. It's some German word. Hinterkaifeck Farm. So, I actually saw this before on this episode of Seriously Strange. And for those of you who don't know who Seriously Strange is, there I go again, promoting people who are already more popular than I am. For those of you who don't know what Seriously Strange is, it's just like this series on YouTube where this guy who's always dressed in a black suit named Rob Dyke, he narrates Seriously Strange, and he talks about all this creepy stuff like murders and people and all these people who died and everything, but like really creepy stuff. That's how I heard of Elijah Lamb, through one of his videos. So I actually love that show, Seriously Strange, because Rob Dyke, if he sees this, don't take it as an offense. Rob Dyke is so scary how he narrates and everything, and how he talks throughout all of his videos. It creeps me out. And I remember one time when I was showing one of his videos to my adoptive mom, and my adoptive mom says, "That man looks like the devil." And I was like, what the hell? Wow. But, yeah. And when I first heard that story of Hinterkaifeck Farm, what happened is, it was a farm in Germany in the 1920s that was built. There was a family living there, and what happened was, like, the maid left. Like, their first maid, she left and she quit because she thought Hinterkaifeck Farm was haunted because a lot of creepy stuff was happening with her. I don't really know exactly what was going on because they don't really go into detail on that. But she was convinced that Hinterkaifeck Farm was jinxed and had a curse, so she left. So, a few months later, they hired another maid. But also, between then and what really, the whole thing that went on there, a lot of creepy stuff started happening. They saw footprints in the snow that led out to the woods, which suggested that someone was trespassing there. And also, they found a newspaper there that came from a really far away place, and they don't know how the newspaper got there. They found it on the floor in their farm somewhere. But what happened was really creepy and really kind of sad, to be honest with you. So, on the night of March 31st, 1922, all six of the people living there, well, first, the new maid showed up at the house on the night of March 31st, 1922. The new maid that they hired, and it was really bad timing because that same night, all six of the people living there, and well, seven really, including the maid, they were all butchered and killed by a psycho guy with an axe, and the murder remains unsolved to this day. And oh god, it's so creepy to talk about this. But the six victims were, oh god, a whole bunch of names I can't pronounce. Andreas Gruber, his wife Kazila, their widowed daughter Victoria Gabriel, her two children, Kazila, who was 7 years old, and Joseph, who was 2 years old, and the maid Maria Bugartner. Well, like, they were all killed in the house with a pickaxe. I don't know if it was an axe or a pickaxe, and the farm was eventually torn down a year later, and I don't think that was a good idea to tear the farm down because you just destroyed a whole bunch of evidence. But the farm was torn down a year later in 1923, and now just a memorial tombstone sits up for all the people who were murdered there. So, yeah, it's pretty creepy, isn't it? And it was never solved. The murder wasn't ever solved. And, You know, when I heard that, it reminded me of one of the horror movies I made back in 2014. Body Count House. That's what it reminded me of. Hinterkaifeck Farm, when Robert Dyke was talking about it, the moment he talked that all the family members were murdered with an axe inside their house, it made me think of Body Count House. Except there was no Hawaiian girl living in the house posting videos on YouTube, but oh well. So, also, to get to my channel, what's going on with my YouTube channel and everything, I'm gonna have the Sims 1 gameplay series up on my gaming channel for the Sims 1. I'm still gonna restart it, I just haven't started it yet. But it's gonna be me and my uncle Romario living in a house together. And, like, for my old Sims 1 gaming series, I used to record everything that was going on in the Sims 1, and, like, while I was playing it, but for this, I'm gonna skip around some parts. Like, if there's some days, because there's some days where you just boost your Sims' needs and build up their skill points, get them promoted, and nothing really happens. So, yeah. So it's just gonna be me and Uncle Romario living inside the house. But I might actually add some more people, because there's a way you can turn the pets into humans in the game without mods. It's with a magic spell, with Sims making magic. But I'm not gonna... I'll have to see about that, because I only just want me and Romario to live there. I might have other people living in the house with us, and then kill them when I want to get rid of them. That's pretty evil, but yeah, I love killing my Sims. That's one thing I used to love doing back when I first started playing the game. Especially in my Sims 1 Trick or Treat movie. When Michael Myers actually stabbed them to death, they all actually died. And you know, it's actually been 10 years since I made that movie, because I made it back in April of 2005. God, I feel so old. So, also, Friday the 13th Part 2 is on its way. And also, my next series, my zombie series, The Rising Dead, it's on its way. I want to film the episodes this summer and then post them all this fall. So, yeah. I already have an idea for like 10 different episodes for Season 1. But there's also going to be a Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, however long I decide to have it go. And also, I found this in the basement. It's an old disc from 2007. See, right there, 2007. That has all my Sims 2 horror movies I made on it back then. And I watched a few of them, and they're not really that good. Well, you guys have to remember that back then, I didn't really make my Sims 2 horror movies to try to impress anyone. Like, I just made them for fun. I remember these movies on that disc specifically. I made those while I was at home, sick from school, too sick to go to school. No, I wasn't sick. There was a snow day, and school was closed, so I stayed at home making videos. It was back in 5th grade, but I have them all saved up on a disc, and when I touch them up a little bit, I'll be posting them on YouTube, so be on the lookout for those. And, yeah, that's basically it. So, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like my fan page on Facebook. I'm serious, people. So, yeah. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, too. But don't forget to like my fan page. So, yeah, that's it. So, peace out, people.